taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. You look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Throwing Nix.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The Broncos at 11-2 now, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's Nix. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here we go. Here we go. Move 32.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now this thrown deep for Kraft. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Drew Sanders came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Packer first down.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Ready.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career. Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive. That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Musgrave's got it out right.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Nix to the air.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go.
Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. He's got him in. Complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
72 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
17. Broncos 10. Chad Ryland.
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Nix. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw, here's Nix. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30.
First down. First and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get what he can at the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Sticking with Walker on second down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Nix. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go. 45.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Black Ultra. All right, go. Set, go.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Black shot. Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much trained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because...
And he works free. Still fighting for more. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 75 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Running left is Walker. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5.
Ready. Red, 38. Smash. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Smash. Red. Yellow. 22. Cut.
Here's Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 3. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Packers 34, Broncos 20. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to throw now on first down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Packers.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ready,
Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
set, hut. Ready.
Love now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready. Ready.
Love from the gun on third down. But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Down. Set.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, going to their tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
45. One. Set. Hut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll throw in the open. Now the ball comes loose. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Trouble, 38. Come on, set. 10 black. Set.
We'll give now to Abanikanda.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they're always posted in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Nix from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Here's Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At their 49.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the Packers.
Looking to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Oh, my son! Motion. Head to the right, yep.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as